This is a huge step forward for the Padres as this series victory has marked a possible return for the Padres, and these players might be improving and trending upwards, which also would be huge for the Padres. Let's talk about it. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Padres Digest with your host, Andrew. Today we're going to fix this backdrop because it looks ugly, and then we're going to talk about some Padres baseball. So before we get too deep into it, please subscribe. Obviously, I got my graphic as always. I'm going to annoy you with this till the rest of the season. Probably not. But we're close to 2,500. Get us there at least. I think that'd be a fun video to do for me and Christian in general. But yeah, subscribe. Michael King. We'll talk about that in just a second. But I know everyone's dooming in the comments recently. I get it. I know it's the White Sox. I know it's not a big deal team. I know that we need to start winning against good teams, not bad teams. But for Michael King especially, this is a bit of a rehab game for him because he hasn't pitched basically the entire season, so he needs to get back into the groove. And since there's no minor league baseball, why not play the team that's almost as close as you can get to a minor league team in the White Sox and see what happens? And some relatively good things happen. Not a great start, obviously. We'll talk about it in a sec, but I think let's stop just being like, oh, these wins don't count because this team sucks. Every single win counts for the rest of the season. We are now 2 games, I think, away from clinching the playoffs. So let's stop worrying about who we're playing and let's just start winning games. Like, I know you're going to comment, well, it doesn't matter. We didn't play a good team. Does not matter. Shut up, Andrew. It's irrelevant. We hate you. Listen. A win's a win. Stop being miserable. Also, please apply if you'd like. But stop being miserable, y'all. We still got plenty of season. I know, like I keep saying a billion times, I know this team does not look good. I know we cannot beat good teams right now. And I know the playoffs are looking scarier and scarier for us. But, like, can we at least enjoy wins and enjoy the journey? Baseball's a long season. There's good, there's bad. I mean, like I said before, the Mets lost like 8 straight games, and now they're doing pretty good. Maybe this is just the start of a new stretch for us, a new positive stretch. Again, I know it's the White Sox. You don't have to keep reminding me, but come on, y'all. Like, lighten up a little bit, please. Let's talk about Michael King. Well, first let's do AJ Castle's thing, and then we'll talk about Michael King. So Padres 3, White Sox 2. Padres scored 3 runs early and hung on late as they inch closer to a playoff spot. Just as important, Michael King shook off some of the rust over 5+ scoreless innings. So Michael King was mostly sharp for 5 innings, but he allowed 3 straight to reach in the 6th, and his day is done. Padres lead 3-0 and are going to Adrian Morejon. King made a decent case for that Game 2 start, but still might be shaking off some rust after his IL stint. So let's take a look at it, right? 4 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. I didn't even realize how many 4s there were in this stat line. I mean, it felt like a Randy Vasquez start, to be honest. But also, to be honest, I'll take a scoreless Randy Vasquez start over a 6-home-run Michael King implosion start any day of the week. So, yeah, I mean, it didn't look like prime Michael King, I guess I could say. But as long as no one scored, right? And, I mean, it's more Morejon. It's more thanks to Morejon that his stat line is all zeros. Because Morejon definitely saved his life. But yeah, I mean, it's a positive improvement. Again, this is like a rehab game for him. Yes, there is Arizona complex, and that's where Bogaerts is and a couple other players are right now. But I think getting him live at-bats against live major league players is a great way to rehab him, especially because we beyond absolutely 100% need him for the playoffs. So, yeah, I mean, say what you want about this start. It's a good follow-up for what happened last time. Let's put it that way. And then, did I have another King one? Oh, yeah. King, bud, you better invite Morejon to dinner. And I mean a good one. Morejon comes in with bases loaded, 0 outs, and dominantly gets out of it. Man was throwing 100 miles per hour on some of those pitches. So, yeah. And then finally, Robert Suarez, 40 saves. What a season. Yeah, say what you want about Robert Suarez, but man has results, right? And a relatively good day for the bullpen. I mean, Kyle Hart, But, I mean, Mason Miller also kind of but, I mean, he got the job done. Wandy Peralta with a nice double play that ended the inning. That's not really, well, he pitched the ball into a double play that ended the inning. So, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people were stressing hard when he came out for the 8th. But, honestly, I don't mind Wandy Peralta in the 8th against the White Sox. Never against, like, a really good team, right? But against the White Sox, I'm okay with it, right? He's done enough this season and proved a lot of people wrong that I'm okay with him doing that. and then Suarez looking good. So yeah, good pitching day, kind of. I mean, 9 walks, obviously horrible. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like 9 walks isn't horrible, but only really 2 runs scored because of it. So, is it the worst thing that ever happened? No. Is it the best thing that's ever gonna happen? I mean, is it the worst thing that happened? No. Is the best thing also no? I don't know. Whatever. But again, we won the game. Who cares? We won the game. That's what matters the most in life. But let's quickly pivot about offense, because offense wasn't horrible today. I mean, they had 1 hit with runners in scoring position, but we did score 3 runs. I just wish we would have scored more. But I mean, listen, again, a win's a win. So let's take a look at it real quick. So, firstly, I want to shout out again one of my favorite players right now, Jake Cronenworth, who has played 3 positions this year and is at a 3.0 F WAR. He is just a solid all-around baseball player. Doesn't get appreciated enough, to be honest. I know we were worried about Jake Cronenworth at shortstop, but he's done a pretty good job. I mean, even Luis Arraez has done pretty well at second base. Not like he's amazing or anything like that, but like he's done a good enough job at second base that I actually like this strategy. We should probably, hopefully, maybe see Bogaerts next series. That's what I've seen. I think Christian just had a video on that, so hopefully we'll get Bogaerts back. But if we don't, I'm okay with what we have right now. I am. And then I thought I had a Tatis one. Where'd it go? There we go. Tatis Jr. now has 5 home runs in September, and he hit 3 home runs in July and August combined. I don't know why that's back there. I don't think I did that, but I guess I did. But I love seeing the Tatis home run. A, because I like seeing Tatis have home runs, obviously. But B, those people in the background trolling him, like, where's the ringworm, Tatis? Hey, Tatis, I got a syringe for you. And then a perfect nuke. That was so satisfying. I'm sure Tatis heard it too, and he was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, he destroyed that pitch. But yeah, I mean, the other big thing I want to talk about too, well, yeah, I kind of showed you already, but consecutive 3-hit games for Ryan O'Hearn, who only had 1 of those through his first 42 games for the Padres. So yeah, like I said yesterday, if Ryan O'Hearn is back, that's huge, because we need Ryan O'Hearn's slug. We need Ryan O'Hearn to just hit. We need hitters to just hit in general. And then again, we'll go back to this. So think what would have been for Jackson Merrill this year if not for 2 stupid injuries. Dude has gotten up to 15 home runs and back to almost 800 OPS, quite remarkably quick. Not a sophomore slump, but rather derailed by the IL. Best contract Padres ever made. I don't know if I want to really say it's all because of injury, because when he was healthy, he didn't look that great. But I'm glad that he's picked it back up. And I feel like he has kind of low-key solidified. Someone just slammed my door. I feel like he has solidified the fact that he's a second half player, which is fine. I'd rather have a second half player than a never shows up at all player. But yeah, I don't know if I'd call it a sophomore. I mean, I don't know if I'd call it a derailed by IL. I think it is a sophomore slump. But again, all that matters is that he's doing good right now. As long as you're doing good at some point, you're doing good in my heart. And then, yeah, 3 consecutive games. And then, yeah, Tatis has 5 home runs in September, 3 in July and August combined. So he's doing good. If his slug is back, that is exactly what we need. Slug. When we slug, good things happen. Because clearly we cannot hit with runners in scoring position. So if someone's on first and Tatis wants to hit a nuke, who am I to stop him? But yeah, good day overall. I mean, some strikeouts that are ugly, and I don't like strikeouts that much. I mean, Laureano with 3 strikeouts. But I mean, listen, like I keep saying, as long as we're winning games, that's what matters the most. I really want to see Will Wagner do good. Like, I genuinely have hope for Will Wagner. I just, like, it makes me sad. I don't know. I just want to see him do good. I like Will Wagner. I have no reason to like him. He hasn't done anything for this team, but I don't know. I just like him. I think it's because of my boss, who's a Blue Jay fan, was like, oh no, Will Wagner, why would you steal him from us? And now we have him, and I trust that he knows Will Wagner better than we do, at least for right now. I don't know. Whatever. But last thing I want to show you, probably the most important post of the year. Greatest moments in sports history on Google. If you Google this right now, it'll say, in October 2025, Xander Bogaerts returned from a foot injury just before the playoffs, igniting the San Diego Padres' quest for their first World Series. His comeback sparked hope in a city hungry for glory. In the NLDS against the Brewers, Xander's two-run home run in Game 1 set the tone for a 6-3 victory. Facing elimination in the NLCS against the Dodgers, his leadership and clutch hitting, including a pivotal double in Game 6, pushed the Padres to a Game 7 win. In the World Series against the Yankees, Xander's bases-clearing double in Game 4 shifted momentum. In Game 7, with the score tied in the 9th, he hit a walk-off home run, securing the Padres' historic championship. Petco Park erupted as fans celebrated their hero, whose resilience and timely hits transformed the Padres' dream into reality, etching his name into San Diego lore. Beautiful. Beautiful. And clearly all of this will happen because it says so on Google. Even though I don't think the Padres can hit a walk-off homer in Game 7 against the Yankees, because I'm pretty sure the Yankees have a better record than us. But why does that matter? Well, let's look at the rest of the English standings right now. So yeah, probably not going to catch the Dodgers, to be honest, and probably not going to catch the Cubs. So we're pretty much stuck to where we are. So we'll have to deal with that. Unless the Dodgers start getting like swept, which I don't know they will, but if they get swept and we start winning more games, we can, but it's not looking like that, and that's fine. That's fine. Let's just prepare for Chicago and learn how to hit some lefties, because they got some good lefties on their team. But yeah, did I have the schedule on here? Let me see real quick. Let me double check. Oh, forgot to show you the postseason picture I brought up. Big on the Mariners for eliminating the Astros. I would love to see a playoff without the Astros. But yeah, like I said, probably the Cubs, but we'll see. Okay, no, I forgot to save it. But basically, it's going to be 3 against the Brewers, 3 against the Diamondbacks. And then tomorrow, like I already showed you. Tomorrow? Yeah. Nick Pivetta, Freddie Peralta, 2 really good pitchers. So let's see what's going to happen, because it's going to be stressful. Now it's the time to be stressed. But hey, I would rather be stressed in a position of playoff pushing than stressed because we're like 20 games below 500 and miserable like we are for the majority of our Padre history. So yeah. Let's be happy again, y'all. Be positive. Let me know how you feel about today. Give me something good. Give me some positivity. Enough with the dooming nonsense. I'm sick of reading dooming nonsense. It makes me sad. Give me something positive. I'm happy about Michael King. I'm happy with our offense. Comment something like that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe as always and have a fantastic rest of your day. And go Padres. Goodbye.